Hi, this is Sandesh from Cyclopean Eye Productions and Return to Slaughter Festival from Bangalore, India. And I'm welcoming Tomas Fiala, the big boss of Brutal Assault, to this interview. He's been in India since the 27th of this month and he's been traveling around India. And how do you like India, Thomas?
Hello Sandesh, I love India. It's my 8th, 9th, 10th time and India is my second home. I'm super happy that I've been able to find a time and spend some time at a good places. So
Yeah.
India is my second home.
Great. So, could you just give the viewers over here a small introduction about who you are and the festival that you are involved with?
My name is Tomas Fiala. I am the promoter of the Brutal Assault Festival and co-owner. I used to play in a brutal death metal band called Interval Bizarre, but then we started doing shows, and I'm also a local promoter in the Czech Republic as well. So that's my story.
Sorry, great. So, how did Brutal Assault, the festival, come about, and how did you get involved with the festival? Because I remember Brutal Assault started before you actually got involved with the festival, right?
Yeah. The festival started in 1996, and after 8 or 9 years, I started helping out. First, I was a stage manager, then I was booking some bands, and then the main guy said he doesn't want to do it anymore. And my partner Shinde was already involved, so he was like, "We will take it over." And back then, like, Brutal Assault was a festival for 1,200, 1,400 people, maybe 1,600, and we just built it up and made it like for 20,000, which is a brilliant
Wow.
thing. But it has taken 20
something,
years, and
yeah.
it was a big effort,
But-
and we are super proud and super happy we have been able to do this independently.
Great. So, can you tell me how do you manage? I mean, you said there are 20,000 people at Brutal Assault Festival. How do you manage such a huge crowd? And when it comes to like running a festival, how do you manage the payments for the bands? How do you manage the day-to-day food and beverages? How do you manage the entire system? Because everything has to go seamlessly at a big festival like this.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong, then you get a bad name, and people get agitated, or people are not able to buy their stuff, so which kind of spoils the experience for them. How do you manage such a huge, big festival and everything runs smoothly? And how long does it take you to run this festival?
Well, the key point for that is to have a good team of people around us. So that's the most important thing. But to be completely honest, in the beginnings we have made some fucked ups. We have made some mistakes. It was a smaller mistakes, but what was the most important about it is that people did see that we didn't do it on purpose and we never cheated on people. That's the most important, to be true to your fans, because we are a festival who is done by the fans for the fans. And after so many years, we just know that we have really to have a good team and prepare it entire year constantly. Food, beverages, like everything. If we should speak about the cash flow, in the beginning it was a big trouble, but right now when we are a bigger festival, it's getting much better. So what would be the easy advice is just to be very responsible, and if you are in some deep mud or shit, you have to go out of it and be straightforward and truthful, and it will always pay off.
So I'm curious, because you had mentioned that you only have to use a card at the festival.
It's a cashless, it's a chip.
Could you just explain that? I mean,
Oh yeah, it's a
concept?
cashless system that you just load the money on your chip, and then you don't need to use any cash on the festival, and you are just paying with the chip, and you can even upload the money on your chip via a card. So the big advantage about it is that it makes everything faster. You don't need to wait for the return. The waiter doesn't need to search for a big bills or smaller bills. So it makes everything way easier and way faster and more comfortable.
That's great. I mean, I've never heard of this system. I mean, of course, in India, we do have some big festivals, but I've never heard of this system, because half the time you are like at the festival and you're trying to get your drink, and there are 100 other guys in front of you or behind you, like waiting to get their turn. So this is a great idea that you have. I mean, in spite of Bangalore, especially being very
And
tech.
we were the first in the Czech Republic, not in Europe, but it was we just saw it's a big future in that, because like on a festival everything needs to be fast. You have a lot of people, the band finishes the show, everybody wants to get drinks, so every second counts. So that's what we knew and we tried to incorporate.
True. So, can you tell us something that makes Brutal Assault very unique from other European or American or Asian festivals? What makes it
Well,
Brutal Assault?
I would like to say it's the concept of booking band and the dramaturgy, but the other festivals got quite the same ideas already. But still, we really want to incorporate the big metal names plus really deep, great underground bands. So that makes us unique in a way. Plus, we are in 18th century classicistic fortress, which
Wow.
is a big thing, because metal and the fortress with the bricks, like that's something which goes together the best way it can.
So it gives it a unique atmosphere. That's what you're trying to say. It's like
Very
a
correct.
cultural heritage kind of place, and the metal festival happening over there.
It completely comes along.
That's something great. So now just coming to the part of, I mean, I organize gigs in India. I've been doing it from since 2011, and I think yes, we worked on a festival, on my festival Trend Slaughter, and you brought Cult of Fire down, and I thank you for it. I mean, the Indian guys got to watch the show over here. So what are the 3 lessons that every event organizer should understand from doing shows? I mean, is there something that can make his festival move from one level to the next level?
Yeah.
What should we be doing?
We already spoke about it. First is the most same thing is to go step by step, not try to jump 100 meters. You just, because if you go step by step, you are also learning. You have to keep in mind that it's a very specific ground, and you to first, if you are not insider, you need to learn things. That's the first thing. The second thing is just always be honest. Always tell, even if there is an issue, you have to tell the band, you have to tell the management, you have to tell the fans what's going on. That's the only thing, how to do it well. And the third thing, what would I say? Just if you are in some financial troubles, again, try to explain it, try to plan to pay it a little later, but just be honest and do it well.
So, say, I mean, India has a market for, I'm just being very India specific, but Asia for that matter, has a market for shows and stuff. So, what would you advise people who want to get into the event business? 3 pieces of really solid advice before they get into events. What would you suggest? The kind of background that they need, and what are the qualities they need, or
First of all, just to provide, be sure that they are able to provide a good technical side of the event and have an idea how much this will cost. The second thing is just to make sure that the artist they want to bring in does have a popularity, and not that they are in their bubble that they like the artist. I like so many artists, but sometimes if you would like to bring them on, it can be a big issue. And the third thing is just think about the marketing and think about how they are able to promote their show, how are they able to let the other people know that the event is happening. These are the most 3 essential things to be mentioned.
okay. 3 pieces of advice that you would give for people who are doing currently events that they should not do. Strictly forbidden from your experience. they should not be doing? What should an event organizer not do? Three pieces of advice.
Oh, that's the. I already mentioned it when I said what they should do. They should not lie. They should not rip off and be scammed, and they should imagine it as they should not imagine it like everything happens without any effort. A lot of people do think about it like that the magic happens all the time. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It doesn't. And maybe there is a very, very rare chance that you will be super lucky, but there is none.
Great. So, tell us something about your top five metal bands. What are your top five metal bands that you love and you listen to quite often?
For sure, Morbid Angel, Suffocation, Immolation.
It could be heavy metal. It could be any kind of metal.
Okay. Then let's do maybe 7,000. And who would be the fifth? I would mostly mention the or Gorguts and Hussein.
Great.
Just the death metal.
And what would be your top five non-metal bands? It could be any kind of music, rock or classical.
Nine Inch Nails, Porcupine Tree, King Crimson, Depeche Mode, and what would be the fifth one? There's so many of them. Not sure.
Not sure. So, do you have any personal hobbies? I mean, I know the festival takes a lot of your time and you're busy with the festival, but how do you spend your free time and how do you relax and how do you, get away from it all?
Yeah. Sports. I like yoga. I like running. I like riding the bicycle. And then I have two little kids I have to take care of, and basically this is it. So not so much of a spare time.
That's better. Great. So thanks a lot, Thomas. Before we end this interview, this great interview, could you tell the Asian fans, I mean, because I'm from India, and the Indian fans and the South Asian fans, why they should come to your festival?
Oh.
Why should they,
Yeah. Check out Brutal Assault. Check out our YouTube channel when you will see some footages which will describe you what we are about. But in general, Czech Republic is still way cheaper than the other countries. We have the best beer ever, and we really do take a good care to have the highest standards of the food, of the drinks. We have even the glasses, and also we do provide a hotel accommodation with the ride to the festival and back. So there is a lot of beneficial things, but I still believe that the most beneficial is the atmosphere. It is the festival itself, the fortress. You have a lot of what we try to do, that we use the fortress, and there are a small tunnels. You can sit down, you can lie down. So it's really like a amazement, and it's very vital. It's very interesting thing to do. That's a big experience in life. I would in a past I would not imagine that we will be able to do such a great festival. It's mostly just because we have such a great background, which is the fortress. So this is a really great experience, and I would recommend it to everyone. Because I do it like I would like to go for the festival, and I'm so happy.
That's great. So thanks a lot, Thomas. Indian fans, Asian fans, you all guys should check out Brutal Assault Festival. And Thomas, please keep coming to India. I mean, we'll keep having these interesting discussions. Could you tell the people who are going to watch this, what's the next lineup of Brutal Assault going to be in 2025? I mean, the headliners, maybe a small clue.
It is Gojira, it is Opeth, It is a lot of different bands. We have altogether 150 bands. There is death metal, thrash metal, nu metal, black metal, obviously. Plus, we do incorporate a lot of like noisy, harshy, independent, industrial. So we still want to be connected to the underground. So the only thing which is really not so much in our on our schedule is the heavy metal thing. So we are more like on a darker and heavier side of the metal.
Great. So thanks for watching this. If you would like me to invite more people, connect with me at mail@cyclopeaneye.com, and do support Brutal Assault Festival, do support Return to Slaughter. We will be back again. Cheers and thanks.
Thank you very much for your attention. See you.
Cheers.